For centuries, fishermen had a secret. Long before synthetic fertilizers or store-bought compost activators existed, they were using something simple, natural, and honestly incredibly powerful to transform barren soil into fertile ground, bursting with life. That secret? Fish waste. It's the forgotten compost booster that once fed entire civilizations. And today it's making a quiet comeback among gardeners who want faster, richer compost and stronger, more vibrant plants. This isn't a gimmick or a folk tale. It's science-backed, time-tested, and, well, shockingly easy to make at home. So, if you've ever wondered how to turn your compost pile into a powerhouse of microbial activity, stay tuned. Let's bring this ancient practice back to life, right in your own garden. Centuries ago, coastal farmers and fishermen didn't have the luxury of modern fertilizers, but they noticed something remarkable. Wherever they discarded fish scraps, guts, heads, bones, even the leftover bait, plants thrived. Native Americans used this method for generations, burying fish beneath their corn seeds in what became known as the Three Sisters technique. Across Europe and Asia, fishermen's villages reused every part of their catch, turning waste into soil gold. The results were consistent, and, I must say, quite astonishing. You see, crops grew faster, greener, and more resilient. The secret, well, it lay in what fish waste is made of: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and trace minerals. These are the same core nutrients you'd find in most commercial fertilizers, but here they are in their most natural and bioavailable form. When we look at fish through a gardener's lens, we're not just seeing protein. No, we're seeing a complete growth formula crafted by nature. Now, here's what's really happening inside your compost pile. Microbes, the living engines of decomposition, they need two main things: carbon and nitrogen. Leaves, sawdust and straw, they're carbon heavy. Vegetable scraps, manure and green trimmings, they bring nitrogen. But fish waste, that's like microbial rocket fuel, truly. Fish is incredibly nitrogen-rich, around 10 to 12%, and also packed with phosphorus, 4 to 6%, and potassium, 1 to 2%. Add calcium, magnesium, and trace elements like zinc and iron, and you've got a perfect balance to speed up decomposition. You see, these nutrients don't just feed plants later, they feed the microbes now, helping them break down organic material faster. The result? Well, it's compost that matures in weeks instead of months, with a deeper colour, richer aroma, and far more nutrients locked inside. Let's get practical. There are, two easy ways to harness fish for compost: the direct compost method and the fish hydrolysate method. Both work brilliantly. It just depends on what's easier for you. If you have access to fish scraps like heads, bones or guts, you can add them straight to your compost. The key is to bury them deep to prevent odor or animals from sniffing them out. Here's the simple formula: 1 part chopped fish waste plus 2 parts dry brown materials such as leaves, shredded cardboard or sawdust, and 1 part green materials like grass clippings or veggie peels. Layer your compost pile with browns first, then greens, and then, well, bury the fish pieces in the middle, at least 30 centimeters deep. Add a layer of browns over the top to seal in any smell. Keep the pile moist, like a wrung-out sponge, and turn it every week or two. In warm conditions, your compost will be ready in about 4 to 6 weeks, nearly half the time of a regular compost pile. The difference will be obvious. You'll notice darker compost, less odour, and a rich, earthy texture. Now for the real game-changer fish, hydrolysate. It's a liquid concentrate made by fermenting fish waste, and honestly, it's perfect for gardeners who prefer an easy-to-pour, fast-acting compost activator. To make it, just mix 1 kilogram, or about 2.2 pounds, of chopped fish, waste 1 kilogram of molasses, and 3 litres, which is about 0.8 gallons, of non-chlorinated water. Optionally, you can add a handful of finished compost or a spoonful of EM, that's effective microorganisms solution, to jumpstart fermentation. Seal the mixture in a bucket with a loose lid or airlock and let it ferment for 2 to 3 weeks in a warm spot, giving it a stir every few days. When it's done, strain the liquid and store it in a dark container. Before using, dilute 1 part fish hydrolysate with 20 parts water. For example, mix 250 millilitres of hydrolysate with 5 litres of water. Then just sprinkle or spray this over your compost pile once a week. It acts as a microbial tonic, accelerating the breakdown of organic matter while enriching the final compost with a boost of nutrients and beneficial bacteria. Use the diluted fish solution generously but wisely. For a standard compost pile of about 1 cubic metre, add 500 millilitres of diluted hydrolysate once a week. If your compost becomes too acidic, sprinkle a small handful of crushed eggshells or wood ash to balance the pH. If you prefer, you can also use this same diluted solution as a liquid soil fertilizer. Apply it every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season for visibly healthier, more vigorous plants. Always pour or spray it at the base of plants early in the morning or late in the evening to prevent leaf burn. Fish waste composting is more than an old trick. It's a sustainable revolution. It keeps fish scraps out of landfills, eliminates the need for synthetic fertilizers, and, well, it reintroduces vital trace minerals to our soils. For gardeners near coasts or with access to local fish markets, this is practically free fertilizer. But even inland gardeners can benefit by using fish hydrolysate or commercial fish emulsion, both of which are modern forms of the same ancient wisdom. So, the next time you think of compost boosters, remember the one that farmers and fishermen trusted for centuries. Fish waste isn't waste, it's life. It's the missing link between slow, sluggish compost and nutrient-dense humus that plants absolutely love. At Timeless Crops Haven, we believe in bringing back these forgotten methods because, honestly, nature has always known best. If this guide helped you uncover something new, don't keep it to yourself. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and share it with a fellow gardener. Let's keep this age-old secret alive and help the next generation grow with timeless, natural abundance.